Hi, Film Studies students. I just sent out an email via Skyward, and a lot of this is going to be repeat, but I just wanted to make sure everyone got all the information. And I also want to kind of check in with you via video. Maybe it feels a little bit more normal. I know that this is very strange. It's very strange for me too, but we're going to be able to work this out. Number one, I want to kind of emphasize that I understand Film Studies 2 is an elective class. There are more important classes right now. Ooh, it hurts me to say that. I love film. Film is important, but you have your English and your history and your math and your science, and I know that. So I am going to try to take up just as much time as I normally would in your week. So I'm not going to be, giving you extra homework or anything like that just because we are online. Okay, with that in mind, the other thing that I want you to do right now is to check your Skyward email and make sure that it is going to the email that you want it to go to, because I'm going to use Skyward for mass emailing to my courses, and if it's not going to your right email, then you're not going to get the information that you need. I will also be posting everything on this Canvas page. You'll have your assignments on there and the discussions. When we have meetings, the meeting codes will be on Canvas. Everything will be on Canvas. Okay, let's talk about the meetings. I don't know how else to do collaboration without having us meet online. There isn't a whole lot of purpose in us meeting as an entire class except for organizational reasons. So I sent out the emails to the individual sections. Section 4, my film studies class period 4, we will meet at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, March 18th via an app called Zoom. I will be uploading a video about how to do this. Film Studies to 7th period, we will be meeting at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, March 18th via Zoom. So again, right now you're thinking, I don't know what Zoom is. I don't know how to do this. I will screencast my screen. I will show you exactly which website to go to, how to download it, and everything. If you have a computer that you are unable to use for, like there's not a webcam or whatever, I don't think the Chromebooks will work with Zoom, for example. We can use your phones. You all have phones, I know that. And you can get on, oh, look, my phone is gritty. You can get on your app. You can get on the Zoom app on your phone. And really, we're just meeting again as a class so that I can give you like some further instructions about how to collaborate with your groups and make sure that everyone's on the same page. And then you will start a new session on Zoom. The directors will start the session, and you will meet with your individual teams, and you guys will discuss the project a little bit further. And then you will kind of be on your own in terms of pre-production. Pre-production is all of the planning work that we do ahead of time before we go into your movies, right? So the storyboards, the shooting script, all of that stuff, you're going to be kind of working individually on that instead of in partners like I envisioned. That will make things a little bit difficult if you are out of contact. But if you're in contact with the people you're working with, it should be okay. We have the technology now that, you could set up FaceTime and be working with your partner the entire time. I don't expect you to do that, but I do think it would be useful to share that kind of contact information. You could have Zoom open for an hour as you guys are drawing storyboards and showing it to each other. And it could be just the same as it is in real life. It really depends on how much you are willing to collaborate. The only thing that is a bummer here for me is that I can't control that. I can't say that, I can't look over your shoulder and make sure that you are collaborating with your partners. And so that's why we are having the class meeting on Wednesday, so that I can give you a little bit of further instruction about that part. Directors, you are going to be kind of in charge of these meetings. Luckily, I know that you are all self-starter, leaders. So that's why I chose you to be directors. So you should be okay with that. And if you have any problems with group members not being in contact, please let me know and I can get in contact with them. don't assume the worst. Like, don't assume that they are ignoring you on purpose or anything like that. They might just not have the technological means to meet in this way, and we can work with people like that. So yeah, just be very transparent with me. It's not like their grade is going to suffer or anything. You just let me know about who you can't get a hold of, and I will get a hold of them for you. We will be modifying some of the assignments that you have. Number one, we can't do casting calls. That seems pretty obvious now. So be thinking about your friends and family members, people at school that you might ask to be in our movies. I will also be kind of limiting who does what so that you are not overwhelmed with work. As far as filming goes, I don't have information for you about that yet. Luckily, I was planning on about 3 weeks for pre-production, and we are on quarantine officially now for 2 weeks. Unluckily, I do anticipate that that might go a little longer. Let's plan for the worst and say it does go a little bit longer. And then we will have to see about filming the things and what is reasonable to expect from that. You know, we are limited to gatherings of 100 or more. You know, for people who are immunosuppressed, we're limited to gatherings of 20 or more, and your film crews are more like 6. And so, you know, there's a good chance that we can still go forward with filming as long as everyone's healthy. But I obviously need to check with administration and, I don't know, health department. You know, I just need to make sure that that's okay. So we will cross that hurdle when we get to it, if we get to it. And in the meantime, we're just going to be working on the pre-production stuff. Okay, one more thing, which is that it's not just a class about making movies, it's also a class about watching movies. We have access to Notorious, actually. That's the movie that we started last week. We only watched about 8 minutes of it. There is a free YouTube video that I will be embedding in a page on Canvas. I'll also give you the link for it, and you can watch it that way. I will have, for each day that you have class, maybe I didn't mention this, your modules will be set up so you have a Wednesday class and a Friday class. And for each day that's assigned to you, I will tell you how much of Notorious that you need to watch. It will be in probably half-hour to 45-minute little sections, probably more like half-hour sections. And then there will be a little drawing assignment like we did in class where you draw a couple storyboards for it. And I will give you the timestamp for the storyboards according to this one YouTube video. I will say it's not the greatest quality. The transfer of it is pretty bad. It's a little blurry, which makes me so sad because the visuals in Notorious are amazing. If you want to buy the DVD, you can, but I don't really know how Amazon is working right now. It's a mess. So, you know, it's okay though. I grew up watching VHS tapes that were all terrible transfers, so it'll be fine, and you will enjoy this movie anyway. And we will just count on doing Notorious for the next 2 weeks. If we need to do more, you will have different movies that you're watching, but I will make sure that they are always available to you. So we will probably be using some YouTube stuff and some Netflix stuff, and we can see, you know, who has access to that and that. I think that's everything. Oh, grades, of course, your grades. I am freezing 3rd quarter grades as of Friday. So you have, you know, some portfolio stuff you still have, or not portfolio, you still have some participation stuff to go in. And there is one little activity, dialogue writing activity that we did. And then any late work that you have, if you turned in your screenplay late, I might not have that up yet, but I just know that I am aware of you and it will be up there. And then late and absent work, we can work out via email. Just email me whatever questions that you have about your 3rd quarter grade, and I will work with you on getting that resolved. Moving forward, everything that is going online, that part of your grade, that will all be 4th quarter grades. So yeah, just let me know if you have any questions about your individual grade. Okay, I will be filming a few of these videos as we go along, updating you on things, talking about Hitchcock a little, whatever. And I hope that, oh, the bell. I'm still at school. Not for long though, just so you know. If you come by, I'm not going to be here. I'm working from home as well. Anyway, what was I saying? I lost it. Anyway, you're doing fine. Oh, I was going to say, I hope you enjoy working in your pajamas, at least. What a stupid thing to keep this video going for. All right, the awkwardness is over. I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.